Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. And as you can see, we've already started here. Shot could be on. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, what more can we say, Peter, about Phil Foden? Described as so good and fundamental to his team and some of the best brains in football.
Can he put it away? He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And he's gone looking for safety. Brilliantly cut out. Yamal. And it's Kane. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Hakimi.
Foden really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Barella. Zielinski. Now it's Cavani. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And here's Yamal. Amrabat. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Cavani. He's played him through. Thuram. Hit into the middle. And that is expertly dealt with. Hakimi. Kane charging forward, the ball at his feet. That's a nicely measured pass. Shot a goal! And he hits the net! And they're at it again, in double quick time! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
It's a goal kick.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Musiala. Back into the middle. That is a brilliant interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Serginho.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Crossed in once more. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. And now they can clear their lines. Foden delivering the goods as expected.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Passing is crisp and sharp. No way through there. And they've got a throw. That's really well cleared. And here's Cavani. Now this could be a chance. And he was alert to it. And he can clear it away. Bastoni. Bastoni is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Cavani. Zielinski. Calhanoglu. And Serginho. Zielinski climbs up big. He's got a goal. On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Thuram demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
This is... And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Cambio di giocatori.
And the second half gets underway.
Inter really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Beckenbauer. Can he get away here? Kane. Great hit! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Zielinski. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Serginho. Zielinski. Thuram. Calhanoglu. And Bastoni. Played out towards the right wing. No, that's been intercepted. Hakimi is there to clear. Big header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
No, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Yamal. Inter Milan, needing a change of fortune here. Cavani. It's Cavani! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's intervened well there. Hakimi. Now it's Foden. Calhanoglu. Almost an hour gone. Yamal. Foden in acres of space out wide. Good read, needed to be. Calhanoglu. Thuram. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, strongly challenged there. Yamal. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Marquinhos. And it's Marquinhos. Decent progress down the left. He won't be happy with that one.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Well read, nice interception. Barella. Zielinski. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Foden. He could be in here. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Oh, that's well spotted. Musiala kept his eye on it, and he's there. McAllister. Amrabat. And Alexander-Arnold.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but...
Thuram! In he goes again! It's in! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone. That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Alexander-Arnold. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No way through. Ball is over the line.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 27, numero 22. Lasciano il campo per il numero 32, il numero 7.
And that's definitely not his best. Osimhen. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And here's Osimhen. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Osimhen succumbs to the pressure. And it's Cavani. Oh, super find. And the shot! Oh, it's in! Late in the day, this could well be it! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
And that is as far as it goes. Inter Milan have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Thuram voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running. Thuram!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Iniesta. Saliba cuts it out.
Well, Alessandro Nesta turns defence into an art form. If you like your defenders slick and...
Kvaratskhelia! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Martinez. Nesta can get it clear. Yaya Toure. Dumfries. Yaya Toure. Dumfries. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's going for goal! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Clermont are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Zaire Emery. Some really good ball movement. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away. Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
And somehow it stayed out. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. It's just beyond his reach. Kvaratskhelia. He's in plenty of space here. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, such a clever touch. And here's Iniesta. Can he get onto this? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Çalhanoğlu. Pass somewhat off target. Zaire Emery. And he cuts out the supply. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, not quite. Çalhanoğlu. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ernest.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
And it's Çalhanoğlu. Zaire Emery. Now it's Thuram. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Iniesta. Oh, that's well spotted. Rummenigge. Pass is just off target. Serginho. Rodri. Hakimi. Rodri. Now it's Toure. Toure gets over and intercepts. Son Heung-min. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Hernes. Iniesta. He was under real pressure there. Inter Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. That is good alertness. Çalhanoğlu. Rodri. Rummenigge. Dumfries. Marquinhos makes the interception.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very...
Oh, here's a chance! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Spread it left. Kvaratskhelia, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. He's picked his... and the shot! Rodri, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Serginho. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
So what can they conjure from this one? Oh, special! That is a special goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the half-time whistle goes. So on the whole, a very competitive game so far. Goals for both sides, neither in true command. Anything could still happen in this game. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 10. Lascia il campo per il
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Inter can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Thuram, now looking to orchestrate a counter. That's good vision. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Inter Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Dumfries is looking to influence the game from out wide. Kvaratskhelia is sporting a guilty look after that.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach.
Thuram! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Zaire Emery. And the counter is on. Hernes. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Serginho. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Clermont needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
It's a pretty loose pass. Gets a good foot in there. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Çalhanoğlu having a look. That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Yaya Toure. Inter Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Thuram.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Inter showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
No, that's been intercepted. Haaland looks to get on the end of this. Rodri. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Iniesta.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Zaire Emery. He's in a good position here. Oh, this looks sharp. Ernest. Dumfries. Oh, they can break here. Oh, that's neat. Kvaratskhelia will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Çalhanoğlu.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And a header! He should have put that one away.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
He is just caressing the ball. He can run onto that. Well-timed, excellent interception. And here's Haaland. Zaire Emery. Backward it goes. Inter Milan must do something here, and very quickly.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Roberto Carlos, always onto this.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Clermont probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Leicester gets across to intercept that. Ernest. Dumfries. Rummenigge.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Nice control. He's tried one!
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And that's really well manoeuvred. And that's that. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. We have already started here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vitinha. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Cavani. Zaire Emery. Shapes to shoot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage.